getting into a little bit more decorating. I have a very inexpensive dining room table that I bought from Walmart when I moved into my home. And I bought this dining room set because we just needed somewhere to sit down and eat. This is not my permanent set. This is just something that we're using until we actually find what it is that we want. I know I want a formal set with a hutch and a china cabinet. I'm on the lookout, not really sure what it is that I want yet, so that's why we've been taking our time to purchase. So as you can see, I picked up this fabric here from Walmart. I got about 3 yards, and the fabric was $3.50 some odd cents a yard. But because of the fact that they left me standing over there for almost 30 minutes before anybody finally showed up, she just gave me the 3 yards for $7.50. So as you can see, the chair frame is black and the seat cushion is, that tan color or whatever. It doesn't go with anything in my house. So I've decided to go ahead and cover it in the gray fabric. And right here, I'm just measuring the cushion. The fabric is folded, so I figured if I go ahead and just measure it, cut it, I'll have 2 pieces and just cut the one time. So I'm going to cut the fabric twice, and that'll give me 2 pieces. I have 4 chairs. So you'll see me measure the piece that I cut up against the fabric to cut out another set. And so right here, I was about to cut it, and I was like, oh wait, I got to cut my other piece. So that's why I went ahead and brought the fabric back over in front of me. And don't mind that little stain, that's just from me. Y'all saw me drinking my Gatorade. That's just a little moisture from my bottle, so it's not stained. But yes, I'm gonna go ahead and cut my pieces out, and you'll start to see me separate the pieces and cover the chairs. I wasn't really sure how complicated this process was gonna be. Again, y'all, I told you I have all this crafting stuff and just different things, but I haven't done any projects to know, whether I'm capable of doing any of this stuff. I've seen so many projects that people have done, DIYs and stuff like that. I watch a young lady, Essentials, and she does some amazing crafts, some home decor type stuff. And here I am. I started to cut this out, but I'm like, no, I'm just gonna leave it. I just went ahead and lowered the camera so you can actually be able to see what I'm doing. But anyway, Essentials does some really nice projects, and I want to recreate some of the things that she's done. But I'm definitely not as crafty as she. I'm not as crafty as she is. So here you see me fighting with the staple gun. Y'all, I've never used a staple gun before. I've used a stapler before, but I've never used a staple gun. And this staple gun belongs to my husband, and it is archaic. I said after I used this on this particular project, I said I'm going to get me a staple gun, because that staple gun, it took so much arm strength to push down on the lever in order to discharge the staples. And as you'll see, there's a few times that it's not working. And that's because when I looked into I finally saw on the staple gun how you were supposed to put the staplers in there, and I just kept putting them in all wrong, y'all. And so the staples were not discharging. So y'all see me fighting. Eventually I'm gonna get it, and then I'll get it to come out, and then it'll stop working again. So I don't know what's going on. So yeah, you see right there that I got a couple of them to come out. And in a minute you'll see that there we go again. I can't get them to come out. So now I'm just trying to figure out what to do. I'm learning how to use this thing, and as you see me use it, you'll see me figure out how to open up the other side of the staple gun where the staples actually are housed. And Yeah, I'm learning a lot through this process. So I'm just going to let you listen to music and watch. And here you see, I was so excited that I figured out how to get that lever open. Because every time it got jammed up or something, I remembered to open that lever and put that puppy in there. Eventually, I don't know, I don't know if it's by the third or fourth chair. I was in a rhythm, baby, getting it done. And I don't know why, for some reason, as hard as I was pushing, why the staples they would go almost all the way in, but just like they weren't flush with the cushion. So I had to use my hammer to try to get them, flush, because I didn't want them to come out for any reason. And child, I mean, I don't have a whole lot of upper body strength, but yeah, we need to get back going, do some arm exercises. That thing was hard to push. I think they came out really nice. And when my husband got home, I sent him a picture, but when he got home, he thought they came out nice as well. And I figured out a little trick for this end. Here I'm just feeling around because I was trying to figure out where the nail goes, the screw goes when you put it back in the chair. But I kind of figured out that there's no like dedicated hole. It just goes into the cushion. So after I realized that, I was like, oh, I'll just go ahead and just, pleat the fabric and get it on there looking really nice and worry about putting it back on the frame later. And I figured out that if, like the higher I staple it, on the fabric, the easier the staples went in. So you'll see me figure that out as well. 3 more to go. And right here, I'm trying to figure out the direction of the cushion. It's not fitting exactly the way it's supposed to. And so I'm trying to make sure that I get it in there correctly. And that's when I realized I think it's backwards. Yeah. So I'm saying to myself, there has to be a better way to get this cushion on here. And I figured doing it that way, laying a chair on the back instead of doing it the way I was doing it, was easier. I have better control of it. And this is the part where I figured out that the screws are just going to go into the cushion. There's no dedicated hole for the screw to go into. And there we have it. Isn't that nice? It's all nice and smooth. Here's where I wanted to show you how it looks, you know, up against the tablecloth, and to show you like the difference between having the gray versus the brown. And then here I'm just showing you side by side, you know, how they look, you know, different. And here we go. The other 3 are done. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them on the cushions back on the frame. And here are the 4 chairs together, all done. So I like how they came out. What do y'all think? And this is just an overall look of the house, letting you see what I've accomplished so far in the living room and the dining room and the tree. And so that's all we've gotten done so far, but there'll be more to come. Thank y'all so much for joining me today. I hope y'all are enjoying these videos of me trying to figure out how to decorate my house. I know I'm not interior designs or an interior design specialist or anything like that, but I'm trying to pull together what I like and what makes me happy. So thank y'all for coming, and we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. And you know, we don't do so without saying, love yourself, love somebody else, and until next time, y'all take care. Bye.